So section B of 2021, okay, so section B, the first question in section B, which is question 1. Question 1 is saying, the following is a list of people involved in various activities. Okay, name the stage of production each of them is involved in. Wow, this is nice. Is involved in. So there's a list here. This side there's a list, and here you have stage of production. Stage of production. Guys, this is simple. Production, you have primary production, secondary production, and also tertiary production. So there is a miner here, a miner and a farmer. A miner and a farmer. So now, what stage of production is a farmer? You know, a farmer is a primary producer. Okay? A farmer is a primary what? Yes. It's a primary producer. So primary, can you just say primary producer. A farmer is a primary producer. What? So they're turning raw materials into finished products. Now, next is a manufacturer. A manufacturer is a secondary. So, I mean, primary, these are not turning raw materials into finished products. They create raw materials. Okay, they create raw materials like maize, coming up with farming produce. A miner can mine, say, gold or copper, lead, or other minerals. So a manufacturer turns those maize, okay, into finished products, which is a secondary what? Producer. Secondary producer. An example, a farmer produces maize and a manufacturer turns maize into meal. Okay, so that is a secondary producer. Then you who eats, you, a consumer. Oh, there is no consumer. A consumer, you see, yeah, you're a consumer. You're not even a producer, you're a consumer. Now here you have teachers. So you have a teacher and a doctor. A teacher and a doctor, this is an example of a tertiary. Okay, tertiary producer. Why tertiary producers? Because these people deal with services. A teacher teaches, like what I'm doing here. I'm offering a service, so that is a tertiary production. Okay, a doctor offers a service by providing medical services. That is tertiary production. Okay, tertiary production, because tertiary has to do with the services. All right. Now, you who eats finished products or products produced by a manufacturer, you are known as a consumer. Okay, I think that is the answer to the. Now, those are the solutions to question A, question 1. Then you have question 2. Question 2, let me just create space. Okay, so the second question, which is question 2, is saying, question 2A is saying, what is an inquiry? All right. Oh, by the way, so here you can also say, because they're saying stage. So here you can say primary stage, secondary stage, tertiary stage. Okay. I've used producers, because these are people. A farmer is a person, okay? So is a primary producer. A manufacturer is also a person, so is a secondary producer. So this is stage of production. This is primary stage, okay? Let me just change to stage, okay, so that we follow the instructions nicely. So this one is a primary stage, this one is a secondary stage, and then this one is a tertiary stage. Simple. Now, what is an inquiry? Now, an inquiry, this is when a potential customer requests for information about a certain product or a service, okay, to from the company or the business. So an inquiry, you can say an inquiry is a request made by a potential customer it's a request made by a potential customer requesting information about certain goods, or just about goods and services from the business. In fact, it's about certain goods, because an inquiry could just say, please, I want a quotation. You are an inquiry about a certain type of goods or services. So that is an inquiry. The second question, I think the second question has to do with a little bit of calculations. So they're saying, Chanda owns a small business that sells the following items to Chongo. Okay? That sells the Chongo. So 45, they're saying 45 bags of rice at 80 kwacha each. So 80 kwacha each. 80 kwacha each. So if you want to know the total amount, you just multiply 45 multiplied by 80. So total cost of 45 bags is, you multiply, so 8 times 5 is 40. So we have this 0 here, 0, 40, you can say 0 carry 4. Then 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 4 is 36. So 3,600 ngwe is the cost of 45 bags. Now, what are they saying here? They're saying less 15% trade discount. How much will Chongo receive? How much will he receive from Chongo? Okay, so there is 15% trade discount. So you can say 15% over 100% times the cost, the total cost, the actual cost of goods. What are we doing? We want to calculate 15% of this so that we know how much Chongo will paid. So 3,600. So these two zeros will cancel, and this also will cancel. So we're going to multiply 15 zeros and 2 zeros cancel. 15 times 36, we're going to have for 540 kwacha. So this one is the 15% trade discount. 15% trade discount. So to know the actual amount the Chongo paid, we are going to subtract the discount from the actual amount of the actual cost of 45 bags. So we're going to say 3,600 minus 540 here, 540, 0 minus 0, 0. This one becomes 5, this one becomes 10 minus, what's this, 4 is 6, 5 minus 5 is 0, 3 minus 0 is just 3. So this is the amount of money this will pay 00 Ngwe, 3,060 kwacha. Okay, that's what to the second question, which is question 2. Okay, question 3. Question 3 is very interesting. So they're saying match the following statements with the appropriate word or phrase. So there is a statement, then this side you have a word. So let's match them. So the first one, A, they're saying the statutory board responsible for monitoring the flow of goods from countries among countries for the purpose of computing tax. The statutory board responsible for monitoring flow of goods among countries for the purpose of computing tax. Is it dumping, charter party, custom and excise authority, consular invoice, or E, balance of payment? The answer is C. So this one can be matched with the C, which is the Customs and Excise Authority. The Customs and Excise Authority, it is a board that is responsible for monitoring the flow of goods among countries. So you can say this is custom, which is C, customs, and the excise mean the exercise, but excise authority. Excise authority. Okay. Then number 2, which is B, a document is signed by Consular General of the importing country resident in the exporting nation. They're saying here Consular General. So this is the consular invoice. As simple as this. It's consular invoice. Okay, consular invoice. Question C, they're saying bringing of low quality goods from rich countries at a cheaper price. This is dumping, guys. This is dumping, bringing low quality of goods from richer countries. This is dumping. What is dumping? It's A. Dumping. Dumping. Last question, second last question. So D, they're saying it is the difference between a country's visible exports and the visible imports in a given year. This one is balance of payment. You're not even looking at different options. This is balance of payment, which is E. Balance of payment, not balance of trade, but this is balance of payment. Okay, balance of payment, the difference between a country's visible imports and the visible exports in a given year, balance of payment. So we still have E. So DE. So E is matched with the one that is remaining, charter party. So they're saying a document signed as a contract of hiring a ship based on the journey or period of time. Yes, it's a charter party, which is B. Charter party. So a charter party is a document that is signed as a contract, as a contract of hiring a ship based on the what, on the journey or a period of time. That's all to question 3. Question 4 of 2021 is saying, in relation to partnership, explain partnership deed. In relation to partnership, explain partnership deed, and this one is 3 marks. Explain partnership deed. So what you can say a partnership deed, is a partnership deed is a legal document. Is a legal document. It's a legal document that outlines the rights, responsibilities, and also obligations. Okay? Obligations of what? Of each partner in the business or in the partnership. In the partnership business. In the partnership business. This is 3 marks. This partnership deed also includes details. It also include details of capital contributions of each partner, not only capital contributions but also management duties, and also, last but not the least, this is very important, procedure or procedures to follow, okay? Procedures to follow for dispute resolutions. You can resolve conflict, or also you can dissolve conflict resolution or dissolution. Okay, conflict resolution or conflict dissolution. Okay, dissolutions. Now listen, it's not that when you become partners with your friends in business, things will be just running smoothly. Oh, by the way, even profit sharing. So capital contribution, can also say profit sharing. Very important. Profit sharing. Then management of duties, yes. Profit sharing. Now, I was saying, when you are in business, it's not always that things will be just running smooth. There may be disputes, okay? There may be disputes or misunderstandings. So you should know the procedure for dispute resolution or dissolutions, okay? So everything that is here is covered in the partnership deed. In a partnership deed, it's just a legal document. It outlines the rights, obligations, and responsibility of each partner in the partnership business. It also includes capital contribution, what each partner contributed. Not only that, but also the profit sharing ratio. Okay, the profit sharing, management duties, and also procedures to follow for dispute resolutions or dispute dissolutions. That is the answer to the fourth question. Okay, guys, question 5. What is meant by the word stock? The meaning of stock found on the stock exchange. Now, stock found on the stock exchange, this one refers to the owner's ownership, okay, of the company. Shares of ownership. So these are shares of ownership of the company or owner's company on the in the company that are traded on the stock exchange. They're traded on the stock exchange. So if you buy stock in a certain company, meaning the part of the you own portion of that company. So profit sharing and also losses of that company, you are entitled. Okay, you are entitled to the profit and the loss of the company. Okay, so in written form, the meaning of stock found on the stock market or stock exchange. Stock is just shares of ownership of the company in the company. So shares of ownership in a company, okay, that are traded or that are sold on bought or traded on the stock exchange. Shares of ownership are traded. So those shares of ownership are stock, what we call stock. They are traded or bought and sold on the stock exchange. So when a person buys a stock on the stock market, they purchase part of the company, which entitles them to profits and the losses. As simple as this. This is the simplest definition of stock found on the stock exchange or stock market. In Zambia we have Luse, which is Lusaka Stock Exchange. Lusaka Stock Exchange. Let's go to question 6 of 2021. So question 6, the question reads, give 3 disadvantages of sea transport. Give 3 disadvantages of sea transport. So now, sea transport, number 1 is weather dependency. Weather dependency. Okay? Weather dependency. So weather dependency is one of the disadvantages of sea transport, because sea transport can heavily be impacted by adverse weather conditions, okay, leading to delays. Okay. Number 2, slow speed. Slow speed. Sea transport is just generally slow, guys. It's very slow compared to other modes of transport like air transport and road transport. The other disadvantage of sea transport is that there is limited accessibility. Limited accessibility. There is limited accessibility, meaning sea transport is limited to coastal areas and it requires additional transport or transportation means to reach to inland destinations. So these are disadvantages of sea transport, some of the disadvantages of sea transport. Let's go to question 7. Question 7. Use the words or phrases below to fill in the blank spaces. So there is commercial banks, central bank, fixed deposit account, stale, depositing, withdrawing, post-dated. Wow. So A, they're saying A bank account on which interest is earned. Wow. A bank account on which interest is earned is fixed deposit account. So here the answer is fixed deposit account. That's where interest is earned. B, Stanbic Bank, Invest Trust, Indo-Zambia Bank are all examples of commercial banks. These are commercial banks, guys. Are all examples of commercial banks. Alright. C, Dash is the principal financial institute in any given country. Is the principal financial institution or institute in any given country. These are central banks. In every country, the principal financial institution is the central bank. Is the central bank. A, B, C, D. Automated teller machine, which is ATM machines, can be used for both withdrawing and depositing cash. So you can start with depositing, can be used for both depositing and withdrawing. So these are the answers. You can start with withdrawing and depositing, there's no problem. E, when a check stays for more than 6 months, which is 180 days, it becomes stale. That's the answer. Stale. So stale check is a check which stays for more than 180 days, which is 6 months. All right. That is question 7. Let's go to question 8. Okay, so question 8 is saying, give brief explanation of data post as a communication service. So data post is one of the communication services that allows, now this one allows the transfer of electronic documents or electronic transfer of documents such as data and other information through social or post system. So in other words, let me just write the explanation. So this is a brief explanation of what data post is as a communication service. So data post is just a communication service that allows electronic transmission of information, data, not only these but also other information through postal systems, okay, or electronic networks. It is also used to send digital data quickly and efficiently between individuals and businesses. Okay, that is a brief explanation of what a data post is. It allows electronic transmission of information, data, and as well as other information through postal systems or electronic networks. It is used to send digital data quickly and efficiently between customers or individuals and businesses. That is question 8. Let's go to question 9. Number 9, the question is, briefly explain the principle, the endowment policy. The endowment policy. Now, this is the type of insurance. That is the type of insurance that provides coverage for a period of time. Okay? It provides coverage for a period of time. Now, if a person does not, if a person survives within a specific period of time, there will be a compensation. Okay, they will receive a lump sum payment if the person doesn't die under endowment insurance policy. Yes. So I was saying Under endowment insurance policy, it provides an insurance cover for a specific period of time. Now, if the person survives within that period of time, the person receives a lump sum payment. Okay? A lump sum payment. Now, if the insured person dies within the period of time, if the insured person dies, the beneficiaries receive death benefits. Okay, death benefits. So you can say, okay, so an endowment policy is a type of life insurance that provides coverage for a specific period. If the insured person survives the policy terms, they receive a lump sum payment. Now, if the insured person dies during the term, the beneficiaries receive the death benefit. So, the endowment policy combines savings and protection. Savings and protection. Okay? Savings and protection elements. So making it useful for long-term financial planning. It's very good because you can save, you can also provide protection. So this is a nice policy. Alright. That is question 9. Question 10. Question 10 of 2021, which is the last question in section B. In section B, yes. So they're asking us to list 5 factors that would influence the choice of media. 5 factors that would influence the choice of media. Now, the first one you can say cost. Cost. We're just listing cost. Cost would influence the choice of media, the budget available for the media campaign. Cost. So secondly, the other factor that would influence the choice of media is the reach. Okay? The reach. The coverage or the reach of the distance or the radius the media covers. Okay, if it covers, let's say for instance, the whole just Lusaka, and you want to advertise products countrywide, then you would automatically not choose the media that covers only Lusaka, but you can choose the media that covers countrywide, the whole country. Okay, so the reach also is very important. You can't go to a radio station, for instance, that covers only a community, a certain community like Linda or Chilanga or maybe Kanyama or Chawama, but your reach should be your target audience, which is also another factor. Target audience. Target audience, is it for children, adults, youths, or everyone? Okay, so this is the demographics or preferences of intended audience. That is target audience. Number 4, the other factor that would influence the choice of media is the message content. Message content. So the message content, the nature and complexity of the message being communicated. So number 5, which is the last one, the frequency, the number of times the audience would view or listen to your message. So frequency. So frequency would also influence the choice of media. Message content would also influence the choice of media. Cost, reach, and target audience. So these are the solutions or answers to the 10th question, which is the last question in section B.